Even Carroll Shelby himself got involved, producing the Eleanor, an official Shelby-approved version of the movie car. But in 1973, we saw the first oil crisis which hit the automotive industry pretty hard, and Ford had to adopt for smaller engines, which meant Mustang needed a revamp. Let me tell you, it was the pinnacle of Mustang performance as it was equipped with a massive 7-liter V8 engine now producing 375 horsepower.
Only Mustang makes it happen. These aren't just words, it's a fact.
See, after World War II, there was a massive rise in the popularity of sports cars. Everyone wanted a Ferrari or a Jaguar. Cars like the Aston Martin DB4 GT were not only making speed records, but also creating history alongside the likes of 250 GT and the famous Mercedes 300 SL. All of that was happening while Ford was focused on making big and heavy sedans like Ford Galaxy, Custom Crestliner, and the Ford Fairlane Crown Victoria, to name a few. Their main purpose was to be luxurious and comfortable at an affordable cost, but that changed when Edsel project failed. Lee Iacocca, the general manager of the Ford division and vice president of the company, decided to make a sporty yet affordable car. After going through many concept ideas with his team, Iacocca came up with a worldwide competition to find the ideal model, which would then become the Ford Mustang. However, he stumbled upon Gail Holtzman's sketch, and design for the Ford Mustang was born. Iacocca decided that the car must feature both a long hood and a short rear deck to complement the legendary 289 cubic inch 4.8-liter V8, producing 271 horsepower. A salesman at heart, Iacocca decided to unveil Ford Mustang at the time when he didn't have to share the competition and spotlight with any other manufacturer. So, alongside Henry Ford, the first Mustang was officially announced at the New York World's Fair on April 17, 1964. Ford sold a total of 1,594,053 Mustangs in 1964 alone, with a price tag of just $2,600. That was just the beginning, because in 1967, Ford released the Shelby GT500 Super Snake. This was the first Shelby Mustang equipped with a massive 428 cubic inch 7-liter Ford Police Interceptor engine, making it insanely powerful for its era, which generated 360 horsepower. It's true that Ford made many iconic Mustangs at that time, but what made this particular Mustang so special was Gone in 60 Seconds, released in the year 2000. See, in the remake of 1974's classic Gone in 60 Seconds, Eleanor is now a modified 1967 Shelby GT500. Even Carroll Shelby got himself involved into producing the Eleanor, an official Shelby-approved version of the movie car. This hero car was then sold for $1 million at auction in 2013. Then in 1971, Ford went all out and released Ford Mustang Mach 1. If you're a Mustang fan, then Mach 1 doesn't really need any introduction. However, for people who don't know about it, let me tell you, it was the pinnacle of Mustang performance. Equipped with a big revised 7-liter V8 engine now producing 375 horsepower. Considered as the most extreme Mustang at that time, the Mach 1 gained a cult following in no time. Its dramatic look made it a natural choice for Hollywood. Famous movies like Gone in 60 Seconds and Diamonds Are Forever starring Sean Connery made Mach 1 the ultimate desire for car enthusiasts. Ford only made a handful of those, and one of them was sold for $253,000 in an auction on January 27, 2023. Then in 1973, we saw the first oil crisis, which hit the automotive industry pretty hard. Ford had to adopt for the smaller V8 engines, which means that the mighty 5.8-liter V8 was now producing measly 156 horsepower because no one at that time was able to afford fuel-guzzling 7-liter V8 engines. Following that, Ford made various Mustangs, but none of them made their return until the release of Mustang SVT Cobra. In 2003, Ford made a comeback with the all-new SVT Cobra. With a 4.6-liter V8 engine, SVT generated 390 horsepower. It could hit a quarter mile under 13 seconds with a top speed of limited to 153 miles per hour. So there was hope that maybe the American pony will take the throne again. Although this time, the competition was tough. With the release of 2005 Dodge SRT-10. This monster hosted a massive 8.3-liter V10 engine capable of producing 499 horsepower. SRT10 had a very stylish two-door coupe design and it could do a quarter-mile in well under 12 seconds. Then in 2007, Ford decided to revise Mustang yet again and released the iconic Shelby GT500 again. This was a serious deal because back then this pony made 500 horsepower with the help of the supercharged 5.4-liter V8 engine. That power made for a 4.5-second 0 to 60 car that could rip through a quarter mile in under 13 seconds. There are videos online in which you can see people are pushing this car to 1000 horsepower without any problems. This made the new GT500 a proper drag racer. However, in 2014, Dodge unveiled their Charger SRT Hellcat, which forever changed the American muscle car landscape. A 6.2-liter supercharged V8 with a total output of over 700 horsepower, it was on a whole different level. Even though it was a 210 heavy machine, but it could do 0 to 60 in just 3.6 seconds with a quarter mile in under 11 seconds. Between 2010 and 2020, we got to see a revival of some of the most iconic Mustangs, like the Mach 1 and GT350, but nothing groundbreaking until recently. Say hello to the new Mustang GTD, the most extreme Mustang the world has ever seen before, which is not only good in straight line, but is also quick on track as well. Its small 5.2-liter supercharged V8 pushes out more than 800 horsepower. It's fast, it's nimble, but does it deserve the $300,000 price tag? Tell us in the comment section below and click on this video if you'd like to learn more about Ford.